What's up, everybody? Welcome in. Let's take this time to smack it up. Smack that thumbs up, please. And if you're here on the replay, do the same. Share this out if you will, and make sure you subscribe to the channel. Thank you for being here. Shout out to Blue Lotus and Anita in the building. Welcome in, y'all. Drop down out the clouds. Let me know you're here. What's up, everybody? Thank y'all so much for coming in. We have to really focus on smacking that thumbs up here because I barely get the recognition I deserve, and I surely don't get the thumbs up that I deserve either. So I'm really focusing in on that. Please smack the thumbs up. I can't express how important it is and how it allows YouTube to circulate the video when it's shared, y'all. So please help me out by smacking that thumbs up. It's free. And I promise not to ask y'all for no money. This is free 99. Shout out to BFF in the building. Shout out to Fifi, Urban Homestead and Lifestyle in the building. Yeah, I got it right this time. I'm looking. Welcome in, y'all. So I wanted to come in and do an update on Gladys. Hold on, Yes, I wanted to do an update on Gladys. She was a young lady that was taken out by a so-called friend. She really wasn't her friend, Natalia Harrell. They got into a dispute in the back of an Uber, a Cadillac Escalade. It was July 23rd of 2022. And Natalia actually, she's locked up, but it took them a minute to lock her up. I remember back then that they hadn't arrested her right away. But what I didn't know is that I guess she was pregnant, and she tried to use her pregnancy as an excuse to get out. But the family wasn't having it, the courts wasn't having it. And so we're gonna go over all of that information. I did not know this was going on. It actually she's had her baby already back in April, and I want to say it was like the first of this year or the first of the year that she was trying to get out. Yeah. And so I think a new law came out or something, but we gonna play the news videos. I can't remember every detail, y'all. But I also, if you didn't catch the first part of this that I did last year, it is linked in the chat for anybody watching the replay. If y'all want to check that out after, but we gonna get caught up to where everything is at right now. But again, thank y'all so much for hanging out with me. I really appreciate y'all being here. I really, really do. And I hope everybody is having a happy Monday. So just to get started, I'm gonna show y'all a few pictures of Gigi. This is something that her mother made. It's a memorabilia type thing. I probably said the wrong word, y'all, but I thought it was nice and I wanted to share it with y'all. I added some things, the sparkles and stuff like that. But her mother actually commented on the video that I did last year. And she cleared up a few things because the news was saying that they were friends, but her mother said they were not friends. Her daughter didn't know her, is her understanding. But I am going to go back to what they said in the beginning, just so it'll make sense to everybody. Shout out to the Word. Thank you so much for coming in. How you doing today? So yeah, I'm going to go to an article from the beginning, and I'm going to read to y'all what was said in the beginning. Now, I know one thing that I was tripping out on with this story is that this happened in an Uber. and anybody could have got hurt. It was a packed Uber at that, you know. And so to me, it was it was actually a girl fight that she brought a GU into, got carried away. It was totally uncalled for. She totally did not have to do this, y'all. In the beginning, so Gigi is showing us here how she obtained that look that she has on the picture that I have right here. And that's her getting all beautified right there. She was a very pretty girl, makeup, weave or not, to me. And she did not deserve this. Her mother is taking care of her children, and they want justice. And okay, let me get to the article, y'all. Give me a second. This article is from Law and Crime. Yeah, Law and Crime, and this is actually from July 27th of last year. I just wanted to go into, the beginning, because it always changes, right? So one of the threats that Natalia made was, you don't want me to go into this purse, right? And so I'm going to go ahead and read it. A suspect unalived another woman early Saturday morning after partying, according to the cops in Miami, Florida. So Natalia, age 24 at the time, she's locked up at the local jail for unaliving in the second degree with a weapon. Records are partially redacted. So officers initially described what was not clear at first, but they allegedly had some sort of friction. Now, hold on, y'all. Let me show y'all something else as I read this, because the Uber driver actually had cameras in his Cadillac Escalade, and he captured all of this stuff. So I'm going to pull that up just so you can see. Let me move myself out the way, just so you can see the position of everybody in this vehicle. Sad. This guy in the front seat tried to stop her from doing it. That's Natalia that he's holding on to. And they said she was pregnant at that time, 6 weeks pregnant. I don't know if she knew it or not. Obviously, she wasn't dressed like a pregnant woman. But yeah. So you see, Natalia gets up, and that's when she fired her weapon. Now, what they said is, prior to her moving up front, she had her weapon in between her legs. So she was already ready. And then, then see how fast she's running up there. You can see she had her purse and all of that stuff. And then she gets up there, and when you see, it's crazy. When you see Gladys swing, I mean, they just arguing. They could have all went home that night. You know what I'm saying? Look at that. That was nothing that serious enough to do what she did. She could have took any and everybody out. And then look, they all run and leave Gigi there, which is what everybody call her. They left her there by herself. I mean, the driver was there, but I mean, where did they think they was going? So y'all see that? I mean, nothing speaks volume like the picture, like the video itself. Welcome in, Sweet Thumb. Welcome to my crime channel. Thank you so much for coming over here. And good afternoon to Mika Davis. Shout out to the Viral Mod Squad in the building. Shout out to all y'all. Shout out to Lisa J. Stocks. Thank you so much. She threw her whole life away for what? And so okay, let me go back to this article, and then I'm gonna go back to a video. I'm gonna try to get to the. Okay, hold on. So going by what the witness statement said and other evidence, police say that 4 men started partying Friday night at the Clevelanders South Beach Hotel and Bar at approximately 8:30 p.m. While having drinks at the bar, one of them made conversation with Natalia, which is the suspect, and another woman. He introduced the other woman to the other men. Okay, so at some point, The male witnesses asked the other woman if she had any friends that wanted to hang out with them, police said. Now, this is the initial statements. I don't know how much it has changed. I don't even know if this is the truth, but this is what they told us, right? So they said at that point the other woman showed the male a picture after he asked if she had any other friends that would hang out. The woman showed the witnesses the social media account of her friend, the victim, Gladys, which they call her Gigi. So I'm gonna just call her Gigi. Um, so she reached out to Gigi, who later met up with Natalia and the four men at the restaurant called the Urban. At approximately 1 a.m. on July 23rd, 2022, Gigi, the victim, arrived and greeted them at their table. From the guy's alleged point of view, everything seemed positive between the three women. They appeared to know each other and were friendly, the other man said in the affidavit. But according to the third woman, Harrell, which is the suspect, texted the complaint about Gigi. And so Gigi began to drink and dance, which according to a witness upset Harrell. Why, I don't know. I remember hearing in the beginning, I do know what in the beginning, what they said is that Gigi was dancing on Natalia's man, Natalia Harrell. That's what they're saying, that Gigi allegedly was dancing on a guy, I guess Natalia picked. Now, to me, that don't sound like a pregnant woman that was in a relationship or whatever. But anyway, I'm going to just read it. So the victim began to drink and dance, which according to a witness, it upset Natalia, the suspect, telling her to get her girl. She texted somebody and told them to get her girl under control. So everyone had a few drinks and partied together for about another hour, the cop said. The group ordered the Uber, a 2020 black Cadillac Escalade, when the restaurant was closing. So whatever friction there was between Harrell and Gigi continued, and it got worse in the vehicle. As y'all could see, I'm gonna pull it up again. Y'all could see what was going on. It does not warrant her pulling out a freaking weapon. Knock it off. And then try to use the baby as an excuse. She didn't care about her baby that day. You're pregnant and you're doing all this. First of all, she shouldn't have never been out if she was that concerned. You put yourself in certain positions when you hang out at bars and stuff like that. So, but to me, it seems like she was the aggressor. But, I don't know. We can only go by what we see here. But Gigi did not deserve to lose her life over this. They couldn't even get to each other. You know what I'm saying? It only took the people in the middle, in the second row, to stand up and stop all of that. But she the one that brought a weapon. You know what I'm saying? Like, that is sad. And my heart go out to her family. Golly, just senseless. I'm sure she's regretting it now. Trying to get out, blaming it on the baby and all that. Girl, you knew what it was then. Okay, so no, I don't know if the story came out now, what they was arguing about or whatever. But let me finish reading this. So they started arguing while they were in the third row of the Escalade. Shortly after boarding, Borcela, Gigi and Harrell started bickering and calling each other names. Harrell ended up in the front seat of the Uber. I think I said I was going to let it play while I was talking, didn't I? Hold on.
She's asking to be released from jail because the unborn child within her is not charged with any crime. Harrell, however, is facing a second-degree murder charge, and it stems from this incident in an Uber last summer. The Uber driver's security camera captures Harrell in a heated argument with another passenger, Gladys Borcela. According to the lawsuit, Harrell is pregnant and was in fear for her life, so she fired a single round, killing Borcela. The lawsuit goes on to say that Harrell hasn't had adequate prenatal care and would like to get a bond set in place so that she can be placed under house arrest and only leave her home for medical visits. She's asking to be released from jail because...
So that's what she was trying to do. You know, she's trying to get out of this and all of that, and talking about do she look scared right there, y'all? So anyway, one of the witnesses says she took out the GUN from her purse and she fired a single shot. And so everyone except the victim got out of the vehicle after the driver stopped it on a medium in front of 96 Southeast 1st Street. The passengers fled the scene. Officer said cops said they were able to find the men later. The third woman contacted the police through an attorney on Saturday, and she offered to speak. Gigi, who was pronounced at the scene at she was pronounced deceased at Jackson Ryder Trauma Center, and unalive from a single GUN wound in the torso and left arm. A single. Oh, well then, she got hit in two different places. I don't know if it was one bullet or two, but how they said it, she passed away from a single wound to the torso. I don't know. It sounds like two shots to me. Hold on, y'all. I'm distracted right quick. I'm reading something. I'm making sure it don't have nothing to do with this. Okay. So do y'all think she looked like a scared victim in the car? Shout out to the Rooks. Welcome in. As y'all looking at this, do you see, what do y'all think of this scene? Does she look like, let's see. Okay, so this is before she gets out the back. It was some fingers in the face or something going on before she rushed up there out the way. But they said she had the weapon between her legs before she got up there. I don't know. I can't tell. But I don't see any victims here until the gun happened. You know what I'm saying? The girl in the front is the victim. The girl in the front is the victim. Let's see. Look, both of their hands went up before she came up there. Well, she's definitely not being said to be the victim. She's the one that shot the other girl. So she's the one that is locked up. That is Natalia. Gigi is the one in the back seat. So they definitely didn't see her as a victim. And even though Gigi appeared to hit her there, I think she didn't get a chance to. She was trying to swing on her. Yeah, see, I just don't. It was stupid. It was dumb. It could have been prevented. It wasn't that serious. They got carried away. You know what I'm saying? This guy in the front was trying to stop her. I heard her even say, "Dude, let go of my arm." Like, I bet you she wished he would have still been holding on to her arm. It was not worth it. The heat of the moment is never worth it, man. And so I'm going to go ahead and play some articles here, y'all. Hold on. play a couple videos. And I'm going to look at the comments while I'm doing that.
News update just into the newsroom. Police telling us shooting in Miami has turned deadly now. It happened around 2:30 this morning on Southeast 1st Street, right near South Miami Avenue. Miami police telling us they responded to the scene after getting word that somebody had been shot. When they arrived, they found a woman in her 20s. She was taken to Jackson Memorial Hospital Trauma Center where she was pronounced dead. No word just yet on a suspect. News update just into the newsroom. Police telling us shooting in Miami has turned deadly now. It happened around 2:30.
No bond for the pregnant woman accused of murdering another woman during an argument in an Uber last summer. A judge issued that ruling late this afternoon after a hearing today. It's a case that has gained a lot of attention recently after the suspect's attorney petitioned the court to have the unborn child released. NBC 6's Alyssa Hyman was in the hearing and breaks down exactly what happened.
I'm glad she's staying behind bars. She don't deserve to be out.
The family of Gladys Borcela leaving the courthouse Tuesday afternoon breathing a sigh of relief after a judge ruled that the woman accused of her murder, Natalia Harrell, will not be released from jail on bond.
The total disregard and the flight risk that we find, at least at this time, I do find that there are no conditions of release that would be reasonably sufficient to protect the community from the risk of physical harm to persons.
This is a case of imperfect self-defense. You don't bring a gun to a fist fight. Prosecutors arguing the force was not justified when they say Harrell shot and killed Borcela during an argument in an Uber last summer. The incident captured on the Uber driver's surveillance camera, a key piece of evidence in the case. Harrell's defense requested the Arthur hearing, hoping to convince a judge that Harrell, who's about 8 months pregnant, should be released from jail until her trial. The defense has said that she was acting in self-defense, telling us in a previous interview.
She was pregnant. She knew she was pregnant. She was fearful that this woman was going to do something to her. She launched herself towards my client, and my client reacted.
But the state fought that. The state called the lead homicide detective on the case to walk us through that critical video inside the Uber. The state arguing Harrell had pulled her gun out and had it in between her legs even before they say the victim made any sort of movement towards Harrell.
In the process of her coming to the front, she's grabbing her purse. And while she's grabbing her purse, she opens the flap, because you can see it in the video, and she reaches inside the purse. Once she sits, the video camera is behind her, but you can see that the gun is flashed. You see a black firearm, and then the black firearm is placed between her legs.
And as for the arguments on the prenatal care and the unborn child, there is a hearing scheduled for that happening this Friday afternoon.
No bond for the pregnant woman accused of murdering another woman during an argument in an Uber last summer.
You on my crime channel,
that ruling late this afternoon.
Wait, what am I? Hold on, y'all.
Today. It's a case that has gained a lot of attention recently after the suspect's attorney petitioned the court to have the unborn child released. NBC
Hold on, I got this on loop, y'all.
And breaks down exactly what happened.
Shout out to everybody in the building. Rook said, where is my emojis? See, it is confusing when you have two channels. I got two channels and two memberships on each channel. So you didn't join over here, Rooks. And girl, bye. The baby will be... Wait a minute. Right. That's so funny. Like, she trying to use it. The baby didn't do anything. Well, his mammy did. And unfortunately, because I wondered if... I wondered if she got pregnant when she was on the run, because she didn't go to jail right away. I can't remember how long it was before she went. But shout out to Meadowbrook in the building, y'all. I met a couple guys through Bronze sharing videos, and they cover crime. So Meadowbrook is one of those guys. Shout out to you, Meadowbrook, for being here. If you're still in the building, I would definitely be hanging out with those guys a little bit. Y'all know I want a crime family over here. I'm looking for people that's into crime. I absolutely love it. So welcome in. Rooks, I'll be doing the same thing. So, oh, wait. Okay. So, okay. And then Blue Lotus, I see where you said you was just trying to understand. Okay. So I wasn't explaining it good enough, because I think I didn't say that it was Natalia in the front. But yeah, when things going on, it is kind of confusing. I hate the new updates on the iPhone. Keep correcting what I type. Oh, man, I hate when they do that, too. I think it's a way you can program it, though. And girl, bye, the baby will be released, but not you. I think it was like a new law or something that came out that they tried to use. I could be wrong, but I thought I heard that. But yeah, to me, she was aggressive. She was very aggressive because she knew she had that weapon. Once she got up there to the front, basically the lady in the video that I was just playing, she said that it was in between her legs then. And she was saying, she was saying too at some point, don't make me go in my purse. Well, I mean, going in your purse landed you where you are. And unfortunately, her baby, her baby is with family, is what I'm hearing. And she had the baby in April. So the baby is fine. You know, whether she had a lot of prenatal care or not, it's just something that she should have thought about before she went in there, man. Like, God. So, hold on, y'all. I'm looking at something. So this is the outcome. Hold on. And you know, I told y'all that I did a video on this last year, and her mother commented, and I'm gonna get to what her mom has said, because, you know, one of the biggest things when I covered this the first time, I couldn't make sense out of nonsense. I'm like, how the hell do you call your friend out and you do that to her? Don't you know what type of friend you have? Like, they described her as the life of the party. She was always dancing and having fun. And I mean, that's what she did. So how can you get mad at her for that? But then later finding out that they didn't know each other well. But you could hear the girl yelling, how, Gigi? Like, I really don't know what they was so upset about. Besides, like they said, her Gigi dancing on some guy. And when I said that, I'm like, oh, so what? It was the guy that she had picked for the night or something? Because I did hear that it was a PIMP involved with Natalia and all of this stuff. So the outcome is this.
Lock his ass up. Lock his ass up. You're going to jail. You're going to jail. Lock his ass up. Lock his ass up. You're going to jail. You're going to jail. Lock his ass.
You going right where you want to be. That's why I don't pay to have no weapon, and don't pull it unless you're going to use it. But why did she need it? Why did you need it right then and there? Just messed up, because I am also connected with Gigi's mom on Facebook, and I see her with the kids, and you know, grandparents, you know, really want to be grandparents. You know, and now the family, because her father, Gigi, and you know, the father and the mother are still together. And now they have to raise their grandchildren. It's just sad. So if she was thinking about the baby, she would have not gone in her purse. She was exactly. And that's what everybody was saying in the beginning, Blue Lotus. They was like, she was just jealous. And obviously, if it was about a guy and if it was about her dancing, she definitely was jealous. Let me find the article where they talked about her having a baby. Let's see what I might have missed there. But let me see. I think I got some more. I got like some pictures of her with her mom. Well, at least one picture. This is her with her mom. And I was trying to figure out her race. I wasn't sure. And her mother told me. Matter of fact, let me go, because I had screenshot what her mother had said in the last video. So, like I said, one of my biggest questions in this whole video, the first video, was how could a friend do this? And I just kept trying to figure it out. Like, you know, I didn't know it. I was just having different scenarios in my head, and I was bringing them out. But anyway, her mother said, and this was a year ago, she said, people still claiming they were friends. No, Ty Dollar was the one who invited my daughter, Gladys Borcela, the female who unalived her doesn't know my daughter personally. Let that be known. And we are Hispanic. I am Puerto Rican, and Gigi dad is Cuban. Because somebody had asked what their race was, and I didn't know. Like, I don't be knowing. Like, if you look black, I'm gonna say you black. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know. I thought Gigi was black. But she's mixed, obviously. And then she said, because I asked her, I said, I really would like to, have you on the show so you could let the world know about your daughter and stuff like that. And I just asked her if she would want to come on and talk about it. And she said, I really would, but right now is not the moment. I have a lot I want to say about the situation, but I need time. I want you to look back into FB. My daughter had a lifestyle that was dangerous in my point of view. I'm old school, so I know what that dancing life brings. But Gladys Borcela is my daughter. She was trying to change her lifestyle and was taking classes before this happened, even graduated her classes to start doing hair. But I am interested. I will let you know. And so what it was, I also was wondering what type of life. I could tell that she was a dancer, you know what I'm saying, because she had pictures with money in those facilities, and you could just tell that was her lifestyle. And you hear what her mother said, and I remember her also thanking me for not judging her daughter. I was just trying to understand, and I'm always like, set up, corrected when a family member comes in, because sometimes we get carried away telling the cases and telling these stories, and we just, we're just telling the stories, but when family members pull up on you, it corrects you. You know what I'm saying? Can y'all hear me okay? Let me put myself in this thing, because y'all know I need to see this mic moving. Okay, there I go. Yeah, y'all can hear me. Okay, so let me see what y'all saying. Perfect. Thank y'all. Shout out to 755. 755, I did not open my gift yet. I'm waiting until I come on camera. I don't want you to think I'm being funny or nothing. I'm excited to open it, but that's how bad I don't want to be on camera right now. But I'm going to do it soon. But thank y'all for letting me know y'all can hear me. I didn't open it at all either. Okay, and then her mom also said, and thank you for putting the story out. It helps raise awareness and justice, and just a little light on my daughter. She never knew Natalia Harrell. She texted Ty Dolla to get Gigi under control when they said that in the article. And so that is what she had cleared up. And it's sad, man. It's just sad and unfortunate. Let me see what else I got here. Oh, I said I was going to look for the article that they talked about her baby. They talked about her having her child. But pretty much that's all it is, though. She had the baby. The baby is with family, and she ain't getting out no time soon. So, baby or not. You know how many babies is born in prison? You know how many is made in prison? You know what I'm saying? And they have to have them kids right there. And that's it. So let's see this one.
Is raising is whether the unborn child of
Ms. Harrell has been accused. There's no question about the accusation. She's been denied bond. There's no question about that.
The question attorney William Norris is raising is whether the unborn child of inmate Natalia Harrell, who's charged with second-degree murder, should remain in jail with its mother. It's an unusual and unprecedented stand, but Norris, who represents the unborn child, says it's a fair one.
An unborn child is a person. The person has constitutional rights, and one of them is the right not to be deprived of liberty without due process of law.
Norris filed a petition claiming the child should be released, that the mother hasn't received adequate medical.
That's just funny how they wording it. The child should be released. The child didn't do anything. Like, y'all sound ridiculous. So this is some fetus rights, citing fetus rights. A Florida attorney is arguing the constitutional rights of a fetus carried by a pregnant woman charged with the M word are being violated. Okay.
Care, and that she hasn't been seen by an OBGYN since October. The petition states the unborn child seeks immediate release from custody to receive necessary.
What? Hold on. What does it say? Unborn child seeks immediate release from custody of detention. No, custody of and detention by respondent in order to receive necessary immediate medical care and treatment from the OBGYN physician at Jackson Hospital. 2, be freed from unlawful and illegal detention. And 3, avoid entering the world on the concrete. Well, she should have thought about that.
Immediate medical care and to be free from unlawful and illegal detention.
I'm asserting a right of someone who is a person
Okay.
has not been considered in the decision to incarcerate his mother.
Harrell, now 8 months pregnant, was 6 weeks along when she was arrested in July. Her attorney.
Y'all see, she was 6 weeks along when she was arrested in July, and she was 8 months pregnant. This article is from February 21st, 2023.
Hoping to get her released
Or
on
video,
bond
I mean.
for 6 months. She's charged with shooting and killing Gladys Borcela during an argument in an Uber. Video from inside the van shows the two women who knew each other arguing. We paused it right before the victim was hit. Harrell's defense
Word, I
attorney
do be checking it. I be on it. It's like I be on it sometime and then I don't. So I try to check it every couple days. Everything was good last time I checked. But I think what be happening, we might be going back and forth for a minute, and then I leave in the middle of it. I don't know, but I'll check it when I get off. And Lisa, I never did get a message from you. I'm working on it, y'all. Take your time, but hurry up. My money. Yeah, I said, let me tell 755 before I get in trouble. I don't want you to think nothing now. I cannot wait, 755. But I wanted to be on camera. I gotta be on camera when I open it and when I wear it. Y'all can't see it with my camera off. So I'm in no face mode right now. And you just happen to send the gift at that time. But we'll get there though. We'll get there. The lawyers will eat her alive for pulling it out so long before using it. Yep, it shows intent, right? Like premeditated or something. I mean, they was already in the argument, but people don't understand when you get these weapons, man, you got to know the law in your state. And then furthermore, she was at a bar. So was she drinking that night? Because I mean, see, I don't know all the details. I suspect she was drinking. She was at a bar having a good time, friends, invite more friends, have fun. Y'all see, that was a 3-row Cadillac Escalade. It was plenty of people in that car. Men, you know, this is the end of the club. The end of the night, they looking to party. They looking for more people. They wasn't about to go home. So she was already wrong having that with her. You're not supposed to have that with you doing that. Not at all. You asking for trouble.
Rouvier says his client was standing her ground. She pleaded not guilty.
She was pregnant. She knew she was pregnant. She was fearful that this woman was going to do something to her. She launched herself towards my client, and my client reacted.
The state.
Your client should have never had that weapon, and if she was so concerned about being pregnant, she shouldn't have been out drinking, because I know she was, and she's about to go have a good time with them men. She had picked a man. This is the way I'm picturing it. Because it was obviously it was some they wanted equal amount of women as they had men. She had picked hers for the night, and I guess Gigi was dancing on the one she selected, and she got mad. That's what it sounded like to me. So I don't know what this lawyer talking about, but hey, I don't know.
Fired back, responding that the petition filed on behalf of the unborn child should be dismissed. It also states that claims of Harrell not receiving proper medical attention would have to be proven in court. Miami-Dade Corrections also responding, stating Miami-Dade County Corrections and Rehabilitation partners with Jackson Health System to provide health care to the inmates in our custody, and we're committed to ensuring all inmates receive professional, timely medical care.
Exactly, Riz. It is bad. Riz said, I thought drinking was bad for pregnant women in my respectful tone. Exactly. And that's what I'm saying. She ain't, why you worried about the concrete floor if you was drinking with your child? You know? Charge old girl for keeping that baby captive. Exactly. Right. That is the most ridiculous thing I have ever heard, y'all. Captive, or yeah, holding the baby against its will. Let the baby go. So you got to let the criminal go to let the baby go? No. When she have the baby will be let go.
And all appropriate treatment. We're conducting a full review of the health services offered and received to ensure that all prenatal care being provided in our custody is appropriate.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel.
Absolutely absurd. No face, no case model. You have a message for me? Okay, cool. I'm like, was I missing it? I even went on my other one too to look. I might be messaging. Oh, see, I think I'm a maybe because when I don't know, maybe I need to rename the other one or something. I need to change one of the names on there because I don't want y'all to be getting confused. I guess I could see how it's confusing, but I think I got something different on each one of them. We'll get it together, y'all. We'll get it together. She definitely wanted to do something to that girl. The argument just gave her a reason to. Be careful of people you think that. Be careful of people you keep around you. They might just be waiting for that reason. Exactly. And it's crazy because I remember looking on her Facebook page and she was saying something about fake friends and keeping people away from her, and not hanging out with fake friends and all of this kind of stuff. And then she end up with a bunch of fake ones because come on, man, y'all call her to have a good time and then that happens. It makes no sense at all. But I still want to go to this article I said I was going to go to because it's something else in here. I feel like I'm missing something. Excuse me. Did y'all see my video? I want y'all. Okay, so what I've been doing, y'all, is posting videos and stuff lately. I'm going to turn it up on the posting of the video. So please check out my videos. Y'all know everything is on different algorithms. So I just wanted to make y'all aware I am dropping videos. And I posted a video about that couple that ran through the border. I mean, Canada. And the car exploded and all that. Did y'all see that? Let me see what they say. Let me see that. Uh-oh, I got dead silence here, y'all. Hold on. I'm slipping. I saw that and commented. Thank you so much, Blue Lotus. I appreciate it. Man, I really appreciate it. A real friend would tell her not to come when she's pregnant. I wonder if they knew that she was pregnant. I mean, she was like 6 weeks. Okay, so here it is. Miami-Dade inmate gives birth to her baby at the birthing center. Birth to baby at the center of bizarre court cases. Okay. Okay, so a Miami-Dade inmate has given birth to her baby who had been at the center of a bizarre legal case. The child of Natalia Harrell, who was arrested last July on a second-degree M-word charge, was born Sunday and is in the care of relatives, family members said. Both baby and mother were said to be healthy, though after giving birth at Jackson Memorial Hospital, the 24-year-old Harrell was brought back to jail. See how that works? Baby gets out, mommy goes back in. You know what I'm saying? No need for you to be out. See? So it all worked out. No need for this crazy thing that they was trying to get her out on. That's absolutely crazy. So hold on. Let me see what else I'm missing. So the baby made national news even before they were even born. When a petition was filed on the behalf of earlier this year, seeking a fetus be released from jail, claiming the child was being unlawfully held. The unusual petition also claimed the unborn child had received inadequate prenatal care while Harrell had been in there held without bond. So the Miami-Dade corrections officers dispute that claim, and an attorney representing the department said there was never a concern about the baby's health based on Harrell's numerous visits to the OB at Jackson Memorial and her being prescribed supplements and prenatal vitamins. So she was just fine. Just fine, ma'am. So the Florida 3rd District Court of Appeals dismissed the emergency petition last year, and the judge denied her bond, and she's accused of fatally. Okay, and Gigi was 28 years old at the time. And you know what? That Uber driver was very smart for having a camera in his car. And that's the camera that I was saying that we all need. I actually ran into it. You know what? Now that it just clicked. I was just talking about we all need dash cams, right? Well, what do I get? A nice dash cam come through the right on YouTube. And it's like a rear view mirror. It's really nice. I'm gonna look into that though. She ruined her life and someone ruined her child's life. Yep, sure did. Life is ruined. Man, they need to sit down. They about to have pregnant women as hitmen. Man, listen. Yeah, with that one, okay? That's all you need is to be pregnant to get out of that? No, that's right up their alley anyway. To good thing the baby, I guess the baby had family members maybe to go to. But yeah, that's right up their alley. That's a two for one, ain't it? Because once you in prison, you are owned by the state, right? Or is it the state? And her baby would be too. So they making a lot of money off of them, if that were the case as far as the baby, but the baby went with family, I guess. That was per this article. That could have changed. I don't know where baby is or what she had. They didn't say that. But I guess it don't matter, do it? What matters is Gigi lost her life because of her, and she got to pay for that. And she will. I'm going to play this one more time, and we're going to go on to the next one.
She's asking to be released from jail because the unborn child within her is not charged with any crime. Harrell, however, is facing a second-degree murder charge, and it stems from this incident in an Uber last summer. The Uber driver's security camera captures Harrell in a heated argument with another passenger, Gladys Borcela. According to the lawsuit, Harrell is pregnant and was in fear for her life, so she fired a single round, killing Borcela. The lawsuit goes on to say that Harrell hasn't had adequate prenatal care and would like to get a bond set in place so that she can be placed under house arrest and only leave her home for medical visits. She's asking to be released from jail.
Lock his ass up.
Lock his ass up. You're going to jail. You're going to jail. Lock his ass up. Lock his ass up. You're going to jail. You're going to jail. Lock his ass.
Yeah, you in there, girl, like swimwear. You ain't going nowhere, baby girl. Nowhere. And I just want to say prayers to Gigi's children, her mother and father, and their family. This is so sad. I mean, it was totally uncalled for and it could have been prevented. But, okay, let me move this and let me see. I really was planning on just talking about this, but you know what? I got time today. I got time today. I got a couple things in here. I'm gonna go ahead and just release some things out of here so I can clear this out. I'm just gonna show y'all the video, this clip, and then I want y'all to check it out whenever you get a chance. Preferably when I end this live.
Busy travel day at the U.S. border. A car is seen in the distance speeding near a checkpoint, hitting an obstacle, then flying. The impact igniting a fireball so big, emergency responders feared it was a deliberate attack.
Could have possibly been a car bomb. I see debris scattered all over the place.
In that charred vehicle, investigators found 2 bodies, including that of a local New Yorker. A U.S. border officer suffered minor injuries. The FBI's Joint Terrorism Task Force sprung into action. Then New York's governor answered the question so many were asking.
There is no sign of terrorist activity with respect to this crash.
Local authorities later said it all proved to be a tragic accident.
I forgot I had that silent part on the end. But yeah, so these people, what I did find out about it is they were from Giant, New York or something, and they was going to a Kiss, K-I-S-S concert. Paul or somebody, one of the guys in the band got the flu. They ended up going to a casino, and after the casino, that's what happened. So I was thinking, could they have lost a shit ton of money? And then I also found out that Kurt had inherited the business that he had from his dad, who passed away last year. So I was like, well, did they just blow a bunch of money? Something happened, man. You don't go from concert and this great trip, resort, and everything that they was doing to that unless something crazy happened. It don't make sense to me. But check out the video, y'all, because I say a few other things in that video. Is that Gigi in the picture with the lady? Yes, that was her mother, Gigi and her mother, and that is also Gigi that's on all of these pictures except for where I'm at. Natalia is the girl right by that I'm sitting on top of. But that's Gigi right there with her tongue out and all the other light-skinned pictures. She looked like she about that life. Who, Gigi? If you talking about Gigi, she was. I think she was. And Brian, thank you for always sharing me out. Thanks to anybody that did share me out since I've been on right now. 2 birds with 1 stone. Yep. We got a dual camera. It films the inside of the house. The outside was like 150 total. Wow, really? That's what's up. It's needed, I'm telling you. And while you driving around, you know, even if it ain't for nothing but the dang on police pulling you over, you know what I'm saying? It's to protect you. Hey, Neffy, welcome in. How you doing? Thanks for coming in. Good seeing you. Y'all ladies don't be mad at me for saying this, but that makeup be like witchcraft. If that ain't catfishing, I don't know what is. It be like that movie Face Off. You know what word? Listen, if you gonna compare a makeup face to a no makeup face, yes, it's gonna be a huge difference. But she was also younger on that picture. But it looked like her. Okay, so Since Word is saying that, let me pull up the video of her when she showed us how she got that look. How about that? Let's see. Gigi was pretty. She really was. To me. Here she go. You know, she showed you just how she got that look. Now I've seen some makeup pictures that you can still tell that's her, right? Without all of the makeup. You could tell, even right there. Her face still looked the same. But I mean, Word, yes, makeup is meant to make you up, make you look like a superstar, and makeup is the filters without the filters. You know, that it definitely can be a little catfishy, you know, because you can also be white and turn yourself black. All you need is some darker makeup. And unfortunately, dang, I took them pictures out, but I was covering the girl last week that took her boys out. Oh, dang, dang. I hate when I take stuff out too fast. But yeah, I ain't got it. But I got the video of her, but that ain't gonna help because she don't look black in the video. She look black. Hold on, Word. I'm about to drop it because you making me do this. She definitely looked black in these pictures. Wait. Now I got to show y'all, but this is the story I'm talking about, y'all. I think I kept the video in here, and then I'm gonna be back just in case the video go off before I get back.
Tiffany Lucas is still in jail, but she was brought here to the courthouse on Tuesday, where a detective revealed some of what she said in an interview after her sons were shot.
We'll call Tiffany Lucas.
In an orange jumpsuit and handcuffs, Tiffany Lucas walked into the courtroom and sat down next to her attorneys without saying a word. She's charged with the murders of her sons, 6-year-old Maurice Baker Jr. and 9-year-old Jaden Howard. Police say a neighbor found them shot inside their Bullitt County home.
And we love them so much. So many other people really love them and could have been there to help them. But she wouldn't allow that. She was too selfish. And now they're gone.
Family members of the boys who sat through court Tuesday say they were good, happy kids.
They should both be here today in school, going to school, learning, playing sports.
In court, Bullitt County Detective Richard Beal said after Lucas was taken to the sheriff's office, she was in the interview room for about 3 hours.
I asked Miss Lucas if she meant to hurt her children. She indicated that it was an accident.
He said she also told him no one else had been in her home and that she left the gun in the bedroom.
She also made some comments such as, quote, "I'm in such a bad spot," end quote. Quote, "I'm so stupid," end quote. End quote, "I would never do anything like this unless someone manipulated me," end quote.
Nobody can manipulate you to do such a horrific thing. Nobody can manipulate you to do that. That's yourself.
Beal also said there's surveillance clips from neighbors, one showing Lucas outside and the other that doesn't show Lucas but does have audio of what sounds like 4 gunshots.
And approximately 4 minutes and 28 seconds later, Miss Lucas exited her home and yelled for help.
The case now going through the court system.
She showed no emotion. She shows no emotion.
Those family members of Maurice Baker Jr. who we spoke with said they will be here every time Lucas is in court. They said funeral arrangements have not been made yet.
Now this is catfishy right here. You see this white woman being black right there? She right next to each other. Can you tell? Word? Now that's catfishing. Okay. I felt like Gigi just had on makeup. But her, look at her lips. Look at her when she white, look at her lips. And just look at her. I think that's catfishing. Word. Let me know if y'all agree or not. That's real catfishy. Hold on. Let me throw some music on. It's a little quiet in here. But while we sitting quietly, smack the hell out of that thumbs up if you didn't. It's very important, and I do appreciate y'all taking time out to hang out with your girl. We got a couple more cases we gonna talk about. But yeah.
What in the fuckity fuckity fuck kind of shit is this?
Wow.
What in the fuck?
That is catfishing. What do you say, Word? You agree. Okay. Thank you, BFF. Thank you. Word, you're a little slow on them keys. I can't comprehend how you hurt babies, kids, these. Yes, I know, right? It's horrible. And she acted like she just loved her boys, honey. But she was doing it all for social media. You could tell everything she was doing. But I talked about that also last week, I think. So check out that video, y'all, because I'm not gonna I'm not gonna re-report a case that I already did a full live on. But I do want to make y'all aware of this. And then since Word brought up catfishing, I was like, this is a perfect time to pull out this video because Playgirl looks nothing like. Okay, hold on, Word. Since you got me on this, this is Word fault. But no, this is a video of her, right, from a long time ago, and you could tell that she's a white girl in here.
We learned that she was once a business owner whom we interviewed actually in 2016. She had just opened Ms. Tiff's one-stop shop convenience store on West Broadway. We spoke with her 7 years ago about the impact as a young entrepreneur after Walmart pulled its plan to open a store in that same area.
A lot of people don't make their way down here, but if there's a Walmart, you come out of the woodworks for Walmart. So probably would have brought a lot of people to, stop and check us out.
Business records show her store closed in 2017. A year later, we found she pleaded guilty to drug charges and was sentenced to 30 days in jail. There's no criminal record between 2018 and last week when she was charged with killing her 2 young sons. Family members say they've cleaned out the Bullitt County home that she was renting. They say it was filthy with the utilities turned off and an eviction notice on the counter. We learned that she was once a business owner whom we...
Yeah, that really blew me away. All the stunting she was doing on Facebook. She had a filthy house with no... Anyway, okay, let me go on to the next case. That's crazy. And she going to the same place.
Lock his ass up. Lock his ass up. You're going to jail. You're going to jail. Lock his ass up. Lock his ass
Lock her
up.
ass
You're
up.
going to jail. You're going to jail. Lock his ass up.
Take them all, Lord. Take them all. Okay. So, filler words. Wait, what happened? I don't know. I'm still trying. I think she was just poking them out. I mean, they do look real. They look like she got them fixed, right? But she didn't when you see the jail photo. I think it's a combination of her. I can't even poke my lips out like that. I think maybe maybe she swelled her own lips up that night. I don't know. But also you can make your lips appear bigger if you put your lipstick past your lips. You know what I'm saying? That gives an illusion that you have bigger lips. She is puckering up her lips, but I don't know how I don't know word, because they do look totally different. They get all that tan, big butts, big lips, but don't like right, never. Oh my God. And then people accuse Black women of trying to be a different race because we wear wigs, and not one time have I ever put on a wig and said that I want to be a white woman today. It ain't never crossed my mind. It's more like protective styles, or you got short hair, you want longer hair, or you got longer hair, you want short. It's about changing up the style. Never about changing my race. Never. That I could promise y'all. Okay. Moving right along. Y'all see Word is so disruptive in the chat? I'm just playing Word. I like it. I like it. The participation. I love it. Some folks just been crazy a long time. Heck yeah, you know it. Hyperpigmentation in some way. Hold on. I forgot. I said I was cutting on the music. But also, please smack that thumbs up, y'all. Oh, man, I ran into this video, y'all. This is for any parent, any children that may be watching. This little girl saved her own life, y'all. And I was so happy to see this. So I'm going to show y'all this. Hold on. Poor baby could have been gone. And this sick bastard that did this, I'm happy he got caught. And she kicked his butt. How about that? Hold on, let me move this. Ain't no telling what he would have did to this little girl if he would have got his disgusting hands on her completely. Check this out, y'all. And let me know what y'all think. So when this video go off, we can have
him, and then he slapped me and threw me on the floor.
Tonight at 6, nearly abducted, a brave little girl forced to fight off a would-be kidnapper. Tonight, police say if not for the 6-year-old's quick actions, things could have gone from bad to worse.
CBS News' Miami's Joe Gorcho talked to that little girl and with family members. He joins us now with the critical safety tips that made all the difference here.
6-year-old ḻiʋҽ bravely fought off a would-be kidnapper mere steps away from where she lives in...
I don't know if y'all could hear, but I couldn't, because soon as I did that, my phone rung so freaking annoying. And it's still doing stuff, and I forgot to put it on Do Not Disturb and all that. But let me start it over.
Him, and then he slapped me and threw me on the floor.
Tonight at 6, nearly abducted, a brave little girl forced to fight off a would-be kidnapper. Tonight, police say if not for the 6-year-old's quick actions, things could have gone from bad to worse.
CBS News' Miami's Joe Gorcho talked to that little girl and with family members. He joins us now with the critical safety tips that made all the difference here.
6-year-old ḻiʋទ្ bravely fought off a would-be kidnapper mere steps away from where she lives inside this community in Miami. Tonight, Miami police and the girl's mother giving tips on what you should share with your child in case they face a similar situation.
While I was sitting on the back stairs, there was a kidnapper walking to the back where I was sitting.
With mom by her side, ḻiʋទ្ recalled the frightful moments on July 6 outside their apartment in this Miami community.
He put me up. He thought he ran with me.
Miami police say the man behind the alleged kidnapping attempt, 32-year-old Leonardo Venegas.
Her siblings ended up going inside of the house, but she instead went to the staircase area to sit down to catch a breather.
Surveillance footage from a nearby store shows what appears to be Venegas walking inside the complex that very night. ḻiʋទ្ walked us to the courtyard and the stairwell where the alleged attack happened outside her home. She said she was playing with her siblings right before investigators detailed in the arrest report. Venegas pulled up and tried to take her.
Remember, she fought him off.
And then I beat him, and then he slapped me and threw me on the floor.
When he was trying to grab you, you were holding on to this really hard, huh? With both hands? ḻiʋទ្ escaped, ran inside, and told her mom's spouse. Then they called the police. Venegas was arrested 2 days later and remains behind bars. Officer Kiara Delva shares advice if you or a loved one are in a similar situation like ḻiʋទ្ faced.
Please do not engage in any sort of conversation. Instead, run away as far as you can and even scream if you feel like your life is in danger and immediately notify a parent.
ḻiʋទ្ did just that.
Scream and just get away or try to do something.
Have you ever talked to your children about potential dangers of strangers before?
Yes, not to talk to strangers. If they got to defend themselves, they got to defend themselves.
And how much do you love your mom?
Dominique, come on here.
Much.
Venegas has been charged with kidnapping and child abuse with no bond. He also has an immigration hold listed with his booking charges.
Him, and then
lock his ass up. Lock his ass up. You're going to jail. You're going to jail. Lock his ass up. Lock his ass up. You're going to jail.
Throw his ass in there with the rest of them. Like, y'all see that? She saved her own life. I mean, thank God she was smart enough to scream. The screams didn't help. What helped her was biting him and him dropping her. But he didn't drop her without slapping her first to the ground. But she bit him. And I'm so happy. And she was able to get away from him and run into the house and tell her mother's spouse or whatever they just said, however they described the person. And she got away from his disgusting self. It's people out here just roaming, just waiting on an opportunity to take your child. I remember hearing about a case. This little boy was taking out the freaking garbage. And they tried to snatch him, or they did snatch him and he got away or something like that. Crazy. My mother-in-law saved a little girl on the cruise, got in the elevator, and it was a man and a little girl, and the little girl was looking crazy. Really? So your mother had her get off? See, man, you cannot be too safe. Man, I was just thinking about something because we had went to laser tag like last week, and I was like, you know what, that could be a area for some old creeps to be in too, because I didn't go in. I had the kids go in, but after I thought about it, I was like, that's crazy. I don't know if they had, I don't know, but it's a lot of dangerous things. Like, we were just at another place just day before yesterday, and the exit was right by the bathroom. So if somebody was a creep, like creeps like to hang out where kids go, they watch for stuff like that. Your kid could be in a bathroom and be taken directly out of an exit. Nobody would know nothing. That's why you got to take your kid. I don't care how big they are. Listen, if you think about it, when we go out, when me and my girls used to hang out like that, one go to the bathroom, we all going to the bathroom for the most part. Yeah, we are. And you stay together. That don't never change. So why would you send your child alone when you at the bar, you go with your homegirls to the bathroom? I know you do. Well, I mean, I don't know nowadays though, but yeah. Don't leave who you came with and stuff, and don't leave your kids going to no bathroom by themselves. Especially now that they're letting, people who identify go to these opposite restrooms. Don't send your kids to the bathroom by themselves, man. Ugh. I hate the public bathrooms too. My niece has autism and she's 4 and nonverbal. You give me hope that she's going to be just fine. She absolutely is. Yeah, absolutely. Autism is not a death sentence. It's so many different forms of it too. And most of all, a lot of them are very observant. They just had a ways too, I hear. I know a few people that are. Oh yeah, and definitely that drink. If you walk away from that drink, you better not drink it. But the thing about that is a lot of these bartenders and stuff be spicing people drinks up. Somebody could pay them off. I've heard of that happening. I remember one time I was in Detroit, and this is one of the rare occasions that I went, and I was trying to get in this club. They would not let me in with eye drops. That was the first time I heard about eye drops, that they could be deadly. I had no idea. So you know how quickly somebody could walk by and just drip a drop in there and you would never freaking know? Man. So let me go to the next video. So basically, this is like, now I'm going to be on the road of how the children are being attacked, because this is another video about some people in positions of authority with a child, and this is what they do.
We have a safety alert. A secretary at a South Florida high school has been arrested. Police say she tried to pursue a romantic relationship with a student.
And Chrissy, police are saying that the school secretary just would not stop with her advances. That's even though on one occasion she made the 16-year-old boy so uncomfortable that he says he had a panic attack. A 35-year-old office secretary at Miami Killen Senior High School arrested, facing felony charges. Miami-Dade police say Vanessa Vigil continually persisted in pursuing a romantic relationship with a 16-year-old student. The alleged flirtatious behavior made the boy feel like he was having a panic attack on one occasion. He described feeling very nervous and uncomfortable, according to the arrest report. Vigil's advances included unwanted touching. In one incident, as the student bent down to pick up something, she allegedly began tapping his lower back with her nails and said, quote, "I would have bagged you if I was in high school." Parents and others with ties to the school shocked to hear the allegations.
It's pretty disturbing. But it happens with people in power roles. It happens a lot.
Police say the secretary touched the boy a total of 5 times, asked for his phone number, gave him a keychain, and even told him she loved him. In one encounter, she allegedly began to caress his face using both of her hands and running her fingernails over the victim's cheeks. The student worked as an office aide and therefore had frequent contact with Vigil, according to police. Vigil now faces 5 charges of battery and offenses against a student by an authority figure. And all of that alleged inappropriate touching happened on the arms, on the face, and also on the lower back. Police are also saying that at least one of these incidents was captured on security video. They also say that some other students also observed some of this behavior.
We have a safety alert. A secretary at a South Florida high school has been arrested. Police
lock his ass up. Lock his ass up. You're going to jail. You're going to jail. Lock his ass up.
Lock her ass up. It's just absolutely disgusting, y'all. But this is one of the videos that I had in here for a minute. I'm like, let me play this. But yeah, I mean, I would have bagged you if I was your age. No, you're still trying to bag him. Like, come on. Like, 35 years old. What kid wants you? I'm also short sight and have Erlin, which is sight. Ooh, light sensitivity. There's a new cup over. I saw someone make a cover for a drink. Oh, really? I used to always do the napkin game, but still, like, I mean, that's just, I would do the napkin. I would put a napkin over my drink and put the straw through the napkin and hold on to the napkin and the cup just to walk through the club. Because you could be walking through and somebody just dropped something in there too, you know? You got to watch it at all times. A bunch of this is going on in the schools, and I teach mine to watch out. Exactly. Because, shoot, you never know. Some it just depends on who the kid is with. If he been raised by the father, some fathers think it's cool, but I don't know. Like, no, ain't nothing cool about that at all. That's grounds for a beat down. You hear me? You send your kids to school, and this is the kind of stuff you got to deal with. I mean, there's so many ways that these kids are being attacked. And so I have another one, this old disgusting piece of crap, too. He went far.
Tonight, Inglewood High School alum are calling for answers from Duval County schools after a boys basketball coach was charged with sex with a minor and drug possession. Investigators say that former NBA player Paul McPherson engaged in sexual activity with the victim multiple times over several days. Cheyenne Cole is on your side live tonight from that school, and Cheyenne, McPherson made his first court appearance today.
That's right, Heather. He was
Okay, I had to stop it because it's glitchy on my end. But y'all hear this? Grown up, man.
Tonight, Inglewood High School alum are calling for answers from Duval County schools after a boys basketball coach was charged with sex with a minor and drug possession. Investigators say that former NBA player Paul McPherson engaged in sexual activity with the victim multiple times over several days. Cheyenne Cole is on your side live tonight from that school, and Cheyenne, McPherson made his first court appearance today.
That's right, Heather. He was quiet in court this morning as his attorney described him as indigent and asked the judge to lower his bond, which was set at over $400,000. Now, the judge denied that request, saying based on the significant evidence, he has concerns for the victim and the community if McPherson is released. The day after his arrest, 45-year-old Paul McPherson standing before a judge with his attorney to ask for a bond reduction. The judge saying McPherson convinced a 16-year-old girl to perform sexual acts by enticing her with drugs. He had marijuana on him at the time of his arrest, according to the police report. The judge also pointed out that the former Suns player picked the victim up in a luxury car.
As the bonds are currently set, he cannot afford them. He is indigent. In conferring with the union, his annual income is $25,132.
The Inglewood security guard is also accused of sending inappropriate photos to the teen.
I couldn't help but notice one of these incidents when a sexual battery occurred. He was driving a white Maserati. That's generally considered a pretty expensive vehicle. I don't know where he got that. I think the weight of the evidence is quite significant. I do have a concern for the victim and for the community.
A spokesperson for Duval County Schools says under the presumption of innocence, McPherson is still employed but not getting paid. He'd been reassigned to district duties with no student contact in September. Inglewood and Douglas Anderson School of the Arts are both in District 3. Earlier this year, Douglas Anderson alumni called on the district to thoroughly investigate after vocal coach Jeffrey Clayton resigned after he was arrested for lewd behavior with a student. Shyla Jenkins says she encourages Inglewood alumni to make their voices heard to the school board.
We need to start creating policies for this. We need the board to create a procedure to talk about when, complaints come up.
Tonight, Inglewood High School alum are calling for answers from Duval County Schools.
Lock his ass up! Lock his ass up! You're going to jail! You're going to jail! Lock his ass!
Lock them all up. Lock them all up. Thanks for letting me know that, Rooks, that I missed some comments. Because I was wondering about that little girl, and thank God she got out. Look, the other day I was driving. Well, it really was like 2 weeks ago. I'm driving down the street, and I seen this guy walking with this little black boy. And it just didn't look right to me. It was a white guy walking with a little black boy. It wasn't because he was white and the kid was black. It was because he was kind of lightweight dragging the little boy. Like, it seemed like the boy was giving him some resistance while they was walking. But it looked like they had came from, like, the grocery store. So I turned my car around a couple of times and parked and took pictures and all this and that, and I still got it. But I was like, I really watched him to see how the little boy was, and he did seem like he was cool, but I don't know what that little tugging I seen as I rode by. But yeah, we got to keep look, we need to spend less time looking at our cell phones and stuff when we in public, and we need to be vigilant. Seriously, it is so much happening. I remember I have reported on this guy was walking for a while. People were just walking by people with kids and just snatching them from them or attempting to snatch them. And I had this one video I will play where it was a father with his 2-year-old daughter, and a guy was trying to take the daughter from the father. So, we really can't afford to be looking on cell phones and stuff. We got to pay attention. And so I seen that you said the little girl grabbed your mother-in-law's hand and the elevator opened. She took the little girl out. Wow. And that little girl was smart to grab her hand. But where was her parents? So the little girl, if she knew the man, and the little girl said no, he pulled into the elevator with him. He pulled into the elevator with him and was taking her somewhere. Oh my God, girl. What? See, that's what I'm saying. You said on a cruise? You mean parents had children walking around a whole cruise ship by themselves? Listen, I heard a lot of bad things happen on cruises, y'all. If you go outside of where the cruise is at and stuff, you could be snatched, robbed, whatever. It's only safe on that dang boat, and it ain't even safe on that, for real, because there's a lot of creeps. Just beware, man. Shoot. You have trouble focusing around you? Well, I tell you what, I probably wouldn't be out too much if I couldn't focus well, just go out to get what you need and back home. Sometimes without help, so I understand. Well, that's okay, especially if you had a help, to go out by myself. Okay, and then that's when she was talking about that. I always watch my screen. And then Rooks also said, to this day, I make my 16-year-old stay with us, okay, when we cruise until she finds her a group of friends that I like. She's stuck with me. Oh, okay, so she can get friends and hang out. And normally you would think the kids are normal and cool. It's the adults that's out there for nefarious reasons, you know? Yes, this world is scary. Always got to be watching everything. Exactly, man. You have to. Miss V, when I go out like a 360 camera, I see and I watch everybody. My drink is always on focus, okay? He said 360. Hey, we need cameras behind our head. Seriously, though, you know, it's crazy. It's crazy. Oh my God, oh my God, word. What haven't you gone through? Jeez, got spiked by one of the co-workers. Still couldn't prove which one, but had to go to the hospital. Oh my God, that's sad and crazy. And they probably thought it was cute. And that new cup with the cover would be nice for people that be out and drinking and stuff. There's a new cup cover I saw someone make to cover your drink when out. You should start making a Blue Lotus. I'm sure you probably looked into it already. Man, okay, so it's another. Let me see what else I got. Okay, so y'all know that I was covering the real estate RICO. I haven't been tuned in a lot to it, but I know a lot of different things has been happening. And Tony, the closer, has been posting stuff a lot about the updates and all of that stuff. So I seen him come out of the house one day and it felt wrong. And when I asked, is he okay? He started crying. I called his dad as I was asking the dude what he did to the boy. He had 8 feet on his head. What? 8 feet? Did I miss something first? Oh. The little girl said Miss Elizabeth and my mother-in-law asked her where was her mom, and her mom was watching from afar. I will be right there. Girl, you can't watch from afar, baby. They will be afar from you. By me having a disability, I have someone out with me even at my doctor's appointments, okay? And because you need to be protected from the doctors. Hey, listen, it's so much craziness, y'all. It's in every position. There was a doctor stealing drugs from his patient. You know, I mean, they had him on camera too, taking drugs from an area he wasn't supposed to be doing. What are you doing, sir? You know, it's just, we had a judge that was on her cell phone during trial the whole time. I had that up here too, but I took it off. But I was gonna report on this judge. I don't know her name. I don't know nothing except she was covering a case, I think, where a child was taken out by a parent, and she's sitting up there on her cell phone shopping on Facebook and doing all kind. Oh, most of all, she was texting her bailiff, talking about the people that was like the attorneys and the prosecutor, and y'all, it was absolutely ridiculous. She was making comments about the people that was testifying, talking about how fine one of the cops was. She was talking about that lady had on a wig, and they was talking about somebody penis. I'm talking about. Did y'all hear about this? I'm so mad I don't have a video, but I'm gonna have to report on it later. But ridiculous. I'm looking at y'all comments. Yep, who I walk in with is who I trust, never had issues, okay? That was a 2-part comment. Kick it off. Oh, kick it with the Lord. I said kick off. Oh, she said kick off. Okay. Okay, hold on. Let me see. But yeah, that was crazy though, y'all. That judge up there texting and shopping. And how the heck are you? Like, you the one that controlled the court. Like, ain't no way. Listen, if I'm reading, I ain't listening. Okay? If I'm watching something and you talking, I ain't listening. I can't listen and to 2 different things at once. I can't read, because when you read, you're you reading and you kind of listening. You can't, you know what I'm saying? Come on. I can't comprehend reading and listen at something else with my full attention. And she can't either, because she ain't God. Idiot. That was ridiculous. But anyway, let me move on, because I don't have nothing to back up what I'm saying, and y'all know how I like to do this. So what I was talking about was Tony the Closer, because I'm going to go ahead and play this. This is the real estate RICO thing that DJ Envy is involved with, and also his partner, Cesar Pena. But I'm going to let this video play. This is one of the victims that contacted Tony about the situation. Everybody, well, not everybody, you know, Cesar and other people. And also Tony is being sued by Cesar for $10 million, I think it is, but he don't have no case, no suit. Like, come on. But anyway, this is one of the victims.
Criminals get prosecuted, not the good people. Y'all was doing good business. You ain't do business with context of doing no street shit, so you shouldn't have to be dealing with street shit. And you need to handle business accordingly and keep that with let the law handle him and apply pressure. Tell your story, tell it without making threats. And you got the right to free speech. You can curse, you can say what the fuck you want to, as long as it ain't no threat. Go the fuck off and fuck them, and they can't do nothing about it. Glad that you expressing yourself. I'm glad that you back home. I'm mad that he home already. But
like, that shit pissed me off, man. Like, shit, man. And then I gotta go to jail for that shit too? Like, goddamn. I can't say what I want with fake page and talk shit to me and say what the fuck you want, but when I say something, they want to screenshot my shit and send me to jail? Man.
Never seen that week. That was super weak.
So, and you read it on out there. I can't even play the game, bro. If they're in the game now.
Yeah, he playing the game crazy. He on both sides acting a fool. He's stealing, then calling the police once you go and try to get your money back.
Come on, man. That's crazy. And then you see his dog-faced gremlin. You see this ugly ass throwing his ass under the bus. You know they gonna throw each other under the bus. Once this shit really get hot, Envy gonna be snitching. His wife gonna be snitching. His wife don't even like his fat ass.
I want you and your wife to get justice. I want y'all to get y'all money back. I want you to be safe at home. That's it.
Thank you. And shout out to you, Tony, for putting all this shit together, man. Making everybody aware. Like, that shit pissed me off, man. Like, shit, man. What up, my boy?
Yo.
Hey, man. We got a little victory today. A little victory.
He stole from you. How does it feel?
It feels tough. That nigga ass out of jail, that he bailed his fat ass out with my fucking money. That shit don't feel good. I understand he got locked up. I was happy till I just heard the motherfucker got out. What, nigga? That shit pissed me off.
Yeah, he bonded out fast as hell.
And look, this motherfucker millions of dollars, stole my $100,000. But I say what I say, and they locked me up for a whole mother week in Bergen County. This stole fucking millions of dollars from them to get out the same fucking day. For a fucking week.
I want to make sure we talk about that for a second. So, just for those of y'all that don't know, he's an actual investor. Him and his wife invested $100,000 with Cesar. Cesar made a fake page saying a whole bunch of smart shit back and forth. He responds to the fake page, telling the fake page, like, you better stay safe or some shit like that, and shows a picture of a gun. Cesar screenshots it, takes it and files a police report against him saying that he communicated threats to him. He didn't send it to Cesar's direct page. He sent it to the fake page. He then got arrested, and you were left in jail for how many days?
From Thursday to Wednesday. So 6 days. Bergen County, terroristic threats, harassment, and it's mine. But the motherfucker stole money from me, and it's out the same day, bond with our money. That's crazy, man. That don't feel good at all. You know what I'm saying? And shit, I mean, fuck him still.
That's
fuck
messed
that
up.
Bitch Jenny, and fuck that nigga DJ M. What up, my boy?
Woo! Listen, He got all the smoke. Like I said, he's a victim. I don't know if y'all know about this whole real estate thing that happened. It's been going on, I want to say, for some months. But so y'all know that DJ Envy and Cesar Pena was partners in this whole real estate thing that people said they got scammed, they lost money, never got what they was supposed to get. They're paying into houses that don't exist, that they don't own or that they already own, and just a lot of crooked stuff going on. That's messed up that guy got caught up like that. He just wanted his money. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he was going to cause no harm. And y'all heard him say he ended up in jail for a freaking week. I mean, obviously he must have didn't have the money to bond out, or did he have a bond? I don't know. I didn't hear him good. But I'm thinking he just didn't have the money to bond out. And Cesar Pena, when his came up, he bonded out. His bond was $1 million. Yeah. But now it's starting to heat up. It's more things going on. As a matter of fact, Tony been posting a lot of details, and I'm gonna get to where they are right now. But I'm gonna play the rest of this video with this guy. And I was playing these clips out of order. My bad. But y'all didn't know if I ain't tell y'all. But I knew. But here we go.
You know, I ain't been in jail for 20 years. That motherfucker, that shit humbled me real quick, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, but that's no more excuse for my black ass to be in jail, because I threatened him, you know what I'm saying, with my money, and he get out and bailed himself out with my money on the same day. God damn, he get a fucking, he got a bologna sandwich and 2 cookies. He tore that shit up, my nigga, real quick.
Yeah, he minded before they gave him lunch.
I wish I was there when they arrested this fat ass man.
When he said the money was out, that's all I care about.
Man, he just saying the money ain't there, money dried up.
And driveways and garages and chains and all that, you know what I mean? Like that shit, man, you gotta look at lifestyle. They was over leveraged. That's why, like, I want you to just pay attention for a minute. Just like listen to me for 1 second. If you look at the storyline and the shit that started happening, you can see that the money had dried up. Because you remember when they went into the supermarket and sued the supermarket? Mm-hmm. They needed that money. You only go and do some desperate shit like that when you really, really broke. Them niggas went into the supermarket and did a slip and fall. Goddamn, got $400,000. They was still taking money from it. They was already in the hole. They had been stuck for a minute. This shit been an issue for a minute. So they had something that went bad, and then their money got tied up because like their properties was going through foreclosure for years now. Telling you, like, I got all the documents on these niggas, bro. Like, and I'm just gonna tell people based off the documents that I got, and I got a shit ton of documents. Ain't no way that this nigga Envy skate on this. If Envy skate on this shit, this nigga paid the feds. Straight up, bro. Like the way this shit lined up with them on LLCs and all kind of shit like that, bro. If Envy and Jen and łuiḳ aren't all arrested, nigga, something going on. Like, straight up.
So they just sold the property on Manchester. They just sold the property on Manchester for like over $500,000.
I talked to the dude that bought the Manchester property. He said that they had to do all kind of issues to even get the title closed on it.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that title should have never been closed on by the title company unless the title company is
in on it too.
2 jobs for a very long time, and we sacrifice, we don't splurge just to save that money, because that money was to fix our house, so that way we don't have a second mortgage. And now we have to start our lives back like we were in our 20s or 30s.
I heard you talking to him, and you were saying pretty much the money's dried up with Cesar on his side. But if we get Envy has assets and stuff we can attack, no?
If you can get Envy and Albert, I think that's the possibilities of recouping the money. Envy's going to fight like hell to try to get himself removed off everything he possibly can. Albert is up there. I'm sure they got a legal team that's going to try to fight like hell to keep them from out of that shit. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of things that there's some clear violations of, with payola and all kind of stuff, no disclosure. Like, there's some major issues that could benefit the victim. So there are, there is hope.
But if we do get łuiḳ, Envy, Cesar, there might be a little hope between those 3. We take all their assets, I know with just Cesar alone, he's not going to be able to cover all the financial losses, I
don't believe Cesar has $500,000, let alone goddamn all the millions of dollars that's owed.
We got a trustee on that. So when they do the paperwork, and I know he's going to be on the paperwork, dog. Like, it's going to be his name somewhere on that paperwork, bro. They don't got all the pages and nothing with his name on it. You're going to see his wife. You're going to see his brother, all name on it. DJ, His name is going to be in there somewhere. He was promoting that shit for years. He was the face behind that shit on the internet, the Breakfast Club, and wherever else doing that shit at for years, dog. That shit, his name is going to pop up. His money, they're going to show he got kickback. Yeah, you didn't receive no money from nobody, but you got money on the back end, dog. You got money on the back end,
do they need to see that shit, though, Tony, the feds, in order to walk up Envy or no?
They're going to investigate everything, man.
Yeah.
Like, they're going to investigate everything. I mean, you know, today was like something kind of odd that they moved the way that they moved because they didn't even charge him the way that they could have actually charged him.
Yeah, they hit him with one. It was just a wire fraud?
Yeah, they didn't really.
That's crazy.
They didn't really try to cook him yet. So I'm very curious, to say the least. Like, what was this strategy here? Like, I don't know if it's just like now everybody gets nervous with all the other people involved and they start thinking that somebody's going to settle on them or whatever. I don't know what it is, but
I was thinking I was going to see like a RICO real estate case on there or something, bro. And I seen just wire fraud. I was like, what the just one count of it?
You know, I ain't been in jail for 20 years. That motherfucker, that shit humbled me real quick, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, but that's no more excuse for my black ass to be in jail because they said I threatened him. You know what I'm saying? With my money, and he get out and bailed himself out with my money on the same.
Please smack that thumbs up if you haven't. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to Mona in the chat. Shifting some soil. Thank you for coming in. How y'all doing? And anybody else I might have missed, y'all. I'm so sorry if I did, if I'm missing anybody. But thank y'all for tuning in. So y'all see that. It's so much going on. So many witnesses has come forth. But the latest thing that Tony posted about is he's talking about Cesar Pena. Hold on, let me move this. A day ago, he said Senior Pena posted saying I was lying on him. So here's the receipts. Notice the line that says government proffer placed on his record. So he got a proffer, some type of proffer. First time I ever heard of a proffer agreement was with Keefe D. And when he got caught years ago with the drugs and they let him get off by telling the information about Tupac, that was my first time hearing it. And but that's what Tony said. And they do say that on the bottom line. It says government proffer placed on the record. Brady order executed on the record. I don't know what none of that mean. I know what the proffer mean, but not that. And then he also says Cesar cannot fly or drive out of state and he cannot do real estate. And he said, oh, what a day. So he is so happy about that. And then he also said that Cesar Pena is calling him a liar and suing him for $10 million. But if you look at the receipts of the order, the court information, the affidavits and all of this stuff, he said, tell me where they said anything different than me. So what Tony is saying is facts because it's the people that came and told him. But of course it was some things Tony was saying. I'm sure Tony was gaslighting a little bit at sometimes. Because, don't nobody know the exact amount of money that they actually took from all of these people. And Tony was saying different amounts, and I think that was one of them. But for the most part, Tony is accurate. He's getting his information from the people that actually did this, that actually lost money. Hey, Miss Anita, welcome in. Or welcome back. I thought, wasn't you here earlier? Girl, I don't know. It could have been yesterday, but no, you've been here, I guess. So, Miss V, that's how lawyers and judges make decisions at bars and events on cases. They don't really care. You know what? I know. And they be friends. You know what I'm saying? They be friends. And sometimes you like, hey, you scratch my back, I scratch yours. It's just like the best thing to do is not get wrapped up in the system because it is just that. That was oh shoot, I'm moving. I had went way up on the comments that I missed, but I cannot read and do all of this. Hold on. Okay, so now I can get those out of here. See, I'm trying to clean up everything I had in here. I can start fresh. Cause I'm about to be loading it up, y'all. Doing more videos for sure. Trying to get that back where it should be at. And let me see what these are.
A man facing charges accused of kidnapping and sexually assaulting a 12-year-old girl.
The alleged victim telling police she was able to escape after the car she was in crashed. Local 10 crime specialist Bridget Matter is live in Hollywood with the disturbing details. Bridget.
What a terrifying ride this was for this young girl. She was snatched from a CVS pharmacy parking lot. She was then forced into a car where she was with that suspect driving around Broward County when officers say he was molesting her. And while that was happening, that car ended up crashing here in Hollywood. She was able to bail out of that car, escape, run into this gas station, and call for help.
Hollywood police arrested 44-year-old Shane Taylor after he was accused of kidnapping a girl and sexually assaulting her through Broward County. It started at this CVS off State Road 7. The police report says the victim, who's under the age of 13, was outside when Taylor, quote, grabbed her by her arm and forced her into the front passenger seat of his vehicle. That is when the terrifying ride began. Detectives say Taylor inappropriately touched the little girl. She told police, quote, he put his hands under the victim's shirt, touching her breasts. Investigators say she was locked inside the suspect's car for hours. At one point, he drove her to the FBI building in Miramar. The report says he stated that all I was trying to do was help her. He then admitted to taking her to the FBI building, but they were closed. The young girl told detectives while he was touching her, he crashed his car near this Shell gas station off Hollywood Boulevard. That's when she was able to escape, and Taylor was arrested. He appeared before a judge.
Sir, when you do bond out, I'm ordering no victim contact, no contact with minors,
Clear.
no return to the location.
That suspect facing a slew of serious charges, including kidnapping, molestation, and sexual battery. We're live in Hollywood tonight. Bridget Matter, Local 10 News.
I mean, dude, you can't get a grown woman. Like, he just out looking for kids. Snatched her from a CVS. Man, listen. Your kids can't be alone these days, man. I mean, it's grown people. So many grown people are being snatched up and never to be found. Man. And you couldn't find a woman. It's women out here willing to give it away. But no, you sick. You don't want a woman. You want a kid. He was that desperate that he was doing this in the car while driving and crashed. And she got away. Thank God that he was that disgusting that she was able to get away. Like, I mean, godly, man. Let me see what y'all saying on that. Just disgusting. Yes, they are sick. Shaking my damn head. Rooks, right. Exactly, man. Come on. So sad. Thing is, when living in poverty is a lot that goes unnoticed and overlooked. You get exposed to some of the most horrendous things life has to offer. Yep. Sure do. Some of the lowest of the low are there. I can't. Okay. All right, let me go. I got another one. I got another video here. And then I'm going to just start fresh. I'm going to try to never mind. I ain't telling my place. That's my problem. I be talking too much. I be sharing too much. But sometimes no one really cares.
Police say a 27-year-old man from Bear, Delaware kidnapped a New Jersey girl that he met on an online gaming platform that's usually aimed at youngsters, Roblox. The incident is sparking an alert for parents about the online safety of their children. Action News reporter Catherine Scott is joining us live from the newsroom with the details. It's frightening so many people who have kids who love to play Roblox.
So many people use that online gaming platform, Tam, but that's what police say was the method, how these two met each other. But so far, police haven't said how this 27-year-old man took this 11-year-old girl.
It's actually pretty easy for a 11-year-old and a 27-year-old to talk on really almost any platform.
Darius Miletwich of Bear, Delaware, accused of kidnapping an 11-year-old girl he met on the popular online gaming platform Roblox. Police in Wayne, New Jersey were called around 6:45 a.m. on September 10th for a report of a missing child, and she was found soon after. Police determined that Miletwich met the victim while playing Roblox and transported her 135 miles from Wayne, New Jersey to Bear, Delaware without her parents' knowledge. Police did not say how the girl was taken. He was extradited and is now being held in a New Jersey jail. He faces up to 30 years in prison if convicted. Now a warning to parents. Roblox has more than 54 million users each day, nearly half of them under the age of 13.
Social media platforms, as well as the gaming platforms, have security protocols and preferences that are there based upon age-appropriate use. And those protocols can be handled or changed by the user.
Roblox provided a statement to ABC News saying that they've reached out to law enforcement and are offering our help, and we work tirelessly to prevent grooming on our platform and have a team of thousands of moderators who enforce a strict set of community standards. Police say
Yeah. So I have showed several ways today how the children are being attacked, even by their parents. Absolutely ridiculous. And from what I heard about this, what I remember is that the little girl, it was Sunday. I think it was a Sunday. Her mother was at work. Her brother was home. And her brother, for whatever reason, you know, he must have been dreaming or something. They both kids. He said that he thought she was getting ready for school. And then it dawned on him. It was 5 o'clock in the morning and it wasn't a school day. And so he called his mother. And that's how everything jumped off, like how they, you know, end up finding her. But I'm saying that's how the mother discovered that she was gone and all of this stuff. And this was obviously somebody that had been grooming her through that game. Because while you playing the game, you could message people and all this, I guess. And he was able to probably convince her that he was a kid too. You know, and convince her to leave the house is what it sounds like to me. And so, yeah, got to be more careful. But we started this thing out talking about Gigi, and I'm going to play that video one more time.
No bond for the pregnant woman accused of murdering another woman during an argument in an Uber last summer. A judge issued that ruling late this afternoon after a hearing today. It's a case that has gained a lot of attention recently after the suspect's attorney petitioned the court to have the unborn child released. NBC6's Alyssa Hyman was in the hearing and breaks down exactly what happened.
I'm glad she's staying behind bars. She don't deserve to be out.
The family of Gladys Borcela leaving the courthouse Tuesday afternoon breathing a sigh of relief after a judge ruled that the woman accused of her murder, Natalia Harrell, will not be released from jail on bond.
The total disregard and the flight risk that we find, at least at this time, we do find that there are no conditions of release that would be reasonably sufficient to protect the community from the risk of physical harm to persons.
This is a case of imperfect self-defense. You don't bring a gun to a fistfight. Prosecutors arguing the force was not justified when they say Harrell shot and killed Borcela during an argument in an Uber last summer. The incident captured on the Uber driver's surveillance camera, a key piece of evidence in the case. Harrell's defense requested the Arthur hearing, hoping to convince a judge that Harrell, who's about 8 months pregnant, should be released from jail until her trial. The defense has said that she was acting in self-defense, telling us in a previous interview.
She was pregnant. She knew she was pregnant. She was fearful that this woman was going to do something to her. She launched herself towards my client, and my client reacted.
But the state fought that. The state called the lead homicide detective on the case to walk us through that critical video inside the Uber. The state arguing Harrell had pulled her gun out and had it in between her legs even before they say the victim made any sort of movement towards Harrell.
The process of her coming to the front, she's grabbing her purse. And while she's grabbing her purse, she opens the flap, because you can see it in the video, and she reaches inside the purse. Once she sits, the video camera is behind her, but you can see that the gun is flashed. You see a black firearm, and then the black firearm is placed between her legs.
And as for the arguments on the prenatal care and the unborn child, there is a hearing scheduled for that happening this Friday afternoon.
No bond for the pregnant woman accused of murdering another woman during an argument in an Uber last summer. A judge issued that ruling late this afternoon after a hearing today.
Okay, so that is the latest update on her. And it says here that she goes back to court in September, but obviously September is past, and I don't see anything. So the thing about these cases, like, if ain't nobody, I'm gonna have to like just be keeping up on this, trying to figure it out. I don't know what happened in September. But she tried to, she tried to act like she was standing her ground, not knowing the freaking law. This is what was said. So she and Tracy, I never did see no other charges as far as the danger of the other people, but it probably was. They probably tacked that on. But I'm gonna just read this. She's accused of fatally unaliving 28-year-old Borcela after the two got into the argument in the Uber. It was captured on the Uber's driver surveillance camera and a key piece of evidence in the case. Her attorney argued Harrell was acting in self-defense, saying she was assaulted by Borcela and was in fear of her life, which we heard him say that, and her unborn child, and fired a fatal shot. Prosecutors argued that Harrell had put out the gun and had it in between her legs even before they said Borcela made any sort of movement towards her. So the defense said in the court records that they'll seek to have the case dismissed under Florida's so-called stand your ground law. And then it says here that her next court date is in September. And I don't know what the update is. And maybe I'll check with her mother, maybe, and see if she want to talk to us. Maybe she's ready. But I don't like to pressure people. I really don't. And most the interviews that I've done already, it like just happened. I didn't have to really do anything. But I would like to know what happened, when is the trial? The heck they waiting on? Let me see. Hold on, y'all. Oh, that's something else. So that law is called habeas corpus petition. I don't know. Yeah, so they said a Florida appeals court denied an attorney's attempt to have a woman released from jail ahead of trial by arguing that her fetus was being illegally detained without charge. But the attorney says he's plans to continue the battle. And so maybe they wanted to wait until after she had the baby. Is that what they waiting on? I don't know. But something got to be coming up soon, y'all. And we gonna I'm gonna keep my eye on this to see what happens. Yeah, I'm lightweight reading, and I be multitasking up here. You welcome. I love seeing different places and countries. Rooks, I will do someday when I feel ready. Oh yeah, that's what's up. I like your rap videos, but would be a bonus. Yes. Yeah, I'm sure there's some other charges in there though, Tracy. Besides the second degree, but that is the biggest one. Yep. I forgot. Lock her ass up. You're going to jail. Like, you made your bed, now you gotta lie in it.
Lock his ass up. Lock his ass up. You're going to jail. You're going to jail. Lock his ass up.
You're going now.
Lock his ass up. You're going to jail.
Can't get out of it.
You're going to jail. Lock his ass up. Lock his ass.
Whew. Okay, so yes, I just want to again, prayers to her family, and I can't wait till the trial begins, and I'm sure her family can't wait until this is over. where they can grieve. And I like, because it's never over until after the trial, the person is tried, all of that. That's a lot. I was in a, I attended one of these type of trials because of my first cousin and AKA my best friend. So I understand the pain and all of that. And, just going to court and stuff, that's hard. That's rough to have to deal with that and hear everything that happened and all of that stuff again. So prayer, peace, and power to her parents and her children for sure. And thank y'all so much in the chat. I really appreciate y'all hanging out with me today. I was not planning on being live for 2 hours, but hey, we did it and it flowed well. Let me move this. And shout out to the people that stayed for the long haul. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all didn't have to, but you did. So shout out to y'all for keeping me company the whole time. And again, if you enjoyed this broadcast, please share it out. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you do. And if you are a subscriber, it wouldn't hurt to hit that bell and hit the bell again, just so you could, reset the notifications, because they don't send out the notifications like they should. And your girl don't get the love she deserves. I wish I was getting a 2-hour live. Wait. I wish I was getting a 2-hour live. Oh, you wish you could do one? Oh, you wish you was the one, getting them hours. I feel you. We love you, Miss V. Nothing but love right back at y'all. Word. Thank you for being solid. Thank y'all for being solid. My core group, the team members that started with me, thank y'all so much for continuing that. And I do want to have a meeting so we can talk about our next thing. I wanted to do something in December since I kind of sat back in November, and I'm not going to lie, I got a little discouraged, and I was just like, I need to, come up with some other plan. And it's going to be other teachings going on now that we are fully monetized. Is now time to look at some of the other stuff, but I report in real time what I do on my channel. And I report what I'm concentrating on. So that's how it ended up happening like that. Shout out to the chat. You are the real MVP. Y'all are. Thank you so much, Rooks. Let's get up out of here, y'all. I ain't going to hold y'all up no more. And I'll be on my YouTube support channel. I was going to go today, but maybe tomorrow, y'all. I ain't going to even lie. I don't want to do it right this second. But maybe later. But nothing but love for y'all. Nothing but love. Thank y'all so much again. And hold on. This is covering up my love button. Y'all cannot see the love that I am trying to give y'all right now. Love from Miss V. Nothing but love, y'all. So, and shout out. Nah, because we ain't over there. Never mind. We is over here. See, 2 channels can be confusing. But anyway, y'all, we out of here. Peace and love. Drop the fire and horns, y'all. Yeah, thank you, Tracy and Blue Lotus. Thank you, Young Riaz. Peace and love, y'all. We read over here. Yes, sir. Rocking till the wheels fall off. That's what I'm talking about. Let's roll then. Let's ride, Clyde. Shout out to 755 and Shandy Cheek Music. Y'all better hit them up for a nice intro. Tell them I sent you. We out, y'all. Peace and love.